Dear friends, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Let us begin by sitting comfortably to enjoy the sounds of the bell. Allow the sounds of the bell to penetrate deeply into our heart, our mind, our body, so that it can help transport us here in Plum Village in the New Hamlet, all together here. So that we can cultivate the energy of peace, of calmness, of healing for our body and for our mind. Dear respected Thai, dear Sangha, dear friends from a little bit everywhere in the world, welcome to the New Hamlet again. Before I go into the sharing, I wanted to express my gratitude to everybody. This weekend retreat, weekend practice session is based on a donation, based on your generosity, and we'd like to thank everybody for your generosity in supporting us with the donation to support us with our daily needs here in Plum Village in the New Hamlet. This morning I'd like to share the practice on walking meditation, and then afterward we will have a chance to sing together with the sisters here and to walk with us here. Plum Village practices are engaged practices, which means that it's not just happening in a meditation hall when we are in sitting, in a sitting position, but the practice happens throughout the whole day. The practice of cultivating mindfulness, concentration, and insight takes place in everything we do throughout the whole day. And one of those activities that we do very often during the day is walking. Whether we are walking together as a community or whether we are walking alone by ourselves, whether we are walking indoors or outdoors, whether we are just making steps from the dining hall to the our bedroom or our dining hall to the washing area or to the bathroom, they are really practice opportunities. And every step we make, we do it with 100% of our presence. We make this step deliberately so that we can be truly there for ourselves, for this act that we make with our feet. And so the practice of walking meditation is so important because it is something we do all the time. And it is a really good opportunity for us to cultivate awakening, mindfulness, insight, concentration, peace, and love. And it is really a practice of self-love. We're doing this because we love ourselves enough to want to generate and cultivate peace, calmness for ourselves. We love ourselves enough to be present for ourselves, because being present is a mark of true love, whether it is towards ourselves or to other people. It's a mark of true love, true self-love, self-respect, self-dignity. It's a practice to cultivate self-dignity, self-respect, and self-love. So I like to stand up so that I can show you how to do it. Mindful walking, it's a slower walk than the walk we usually did without mindfulness, because we are walking slower in order to really experience that step that we make. So with an in-breath, we can make 2 or 3 steps. With an out-breath, we can make 2 or 3 steps. So in-breath, in, and out-breath, out, out, out. Usually an out-breath, it's a bit longer than an in-breath, so we can make 1 extra step. I suppose you are at home, so your space is much smaller. So if you're walking indoors in your living room, for instance, then you can do slow walking meditation. With an in-breath, we make 1 step. With an out-breath, you can make another step. When we are outdoors, like what we will be doing together here, the space is much bigger, and it depends on the person who's leading the walk. Sometimes we take 3 steps with an in-breath, 3 or 4 steps with an out-breath. And during the time that we walk, we focus our attention down to our feet, feeling the contact between our shoes or our feet with the ground, with the floor, our shoes with the grass. And during the walk, we also relax our whole body. It's we walk with ease, with mindfulness. There's no need to tense our body. Walking meditation should be an enjoyable walk, an enjoyable practice. There's no need to struggle. There's no need to be perfect either. There's no perfect way to do it. What's important is that you're there when you are making this step. I'd like to suggest a practice that we can do together. And this is a practice that Thai had offered to the children. And I found it really, really beneficial for my own practice. And so Thai taught the children that every time they practice walking meditation, with an in-breath, they said, yes, yes. And with an out-breath, they say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's a sweet practice for the children. But for me, it's a really important practice. I am learning to say yes, not just to myself, yes to my own life, to my presence, which is utmost important for me, that I know that I'm alive and that I'm present for myself. But I also say yes to the wonders and beauties that are surrounding me. There's just so many wonderful conditions around me. And these conditions are always there to nourish me and to support me and to offer me love. Nature is one of those things that are always there and that it's always given love and energy, love and presence, beauties and goodness. And when we come in touch to these beauties and wonders around us, it nourishes us. It helps us to touch the seed of beauty and goodness, the seeds of happiness inside ourselves. We don't need much to be happy. We don't need material things. We don't need to have a lot of money. We don't need to consume this food or that food to be happy. All we need to do is really say yes, yes to all these wonders that are there. And that's enough for us to be happy. So when I make a step, I said yes, yes, yes with an in-breath to the wonders inside me, to my life, but also to the wonders around me. And then with an out-breath, I say thank you. Thank you to all these beauties and all these wonders that are there. When I'm alive, everything exists. When I'm alive, the tree is truly there. The blue sky is truly there. And when I'm not there, nothing exists. They're just mere images. They're just like a dream. But I practice saying yes, not just to the positive and wholesome and the wonders, the wonderful things around me. I say yes also to the things that are a bit difficult to accept. For example, my suffering, my distress, my anxiety, my fears, my anger. These are the things that when I practice walking meditation, I also say yes to them. Yes, I know you're there. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because when we say yes to these things that we don't want to confront, when we say yes to these things that are uncomfortable, we are actually opening our heart and our mind to welcome them, to embrace them, to accept them. And it is only with these energies that we can understand why they're there. And it is with this energy of acceptance, the energy of mindfulness, the energy of love, that we can transform them. So there are things inside myself that I cannot accept, or that may not be so comfortable. And during the walk, I also say yes to them. There are things outside of me that I may not able to accept, and I may not be able to love. For example, someone who irritates me, for instance, or the situation like climate change. Those are things that I don't want to confront, and those are things because they're not comfortable for me to confront them. But our practice is to also say yes to them, so that when I say yes to them, I actually accept them, and I create space inside my heart to accept them, to embrace them. And it is only when I can do that these things that are uncomfortable, these things that can create suffering for me, can have a chance to transform. So, yes, with an in-breath, yes, yes. And I thank these things that are negative, these things that are uncomfortable, these things that are unwanted, because they are there actually. They are always there. And my awareness of them and my acceptance of them allows me to have more freedom with them, but also to allow them a chance to be noticed, to be embraced, so that they can be transformed. And they are actually opportunities for me to grow, opportunities for me to understand myself. So these things that we tend to push away can be really valuable for spiritual growth, emotional growth, intellectual growth, physical growth, mental growth. And so accept them by saying thank you, thank you, thank you, is the practice of mindfulness, is the practice of embracing all aspects of ourselves, positive and the negative. So with an in-breath, yes, yes, yes. With an out-breath, thank you, thank you, thank you. And maybe these things that are uncomfortable inside or outside may be difficult to say yes, or may be difficult to say thank you to. But the practice shouldn't always be easy, right? With the objects of our practice shouldn't always be easy. These are objects of our practice that stretch our heart a little bit, so that our heart can expand. They are actually creating a bit tension, but tensions to some degree are really wholesome, are really needed for growth. So may you enjoy the walk with us this morning, the walk to embrace and to appreciate the beauties and wonders, but also the walk to embrace and accept things that are not so beautiful or so comfortable, things that may be a bit painful. But nevertheless, it's our practice to embrace these different aspects of our life. So thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for listening. And so let us go outside. The sisters are already gathering in front of the meditation hall to sing together so that we can walk together. So let us go out there. Thank you.
So, dear Thai, dear sisters, dear friends, so happy to welcome you to this weekend sessions. And then before we start our walk-in meditation, we would like to sing some songs together. Just as for every before activities, we always like to sing some songs together, which kind of brings us some joy. And then when we sing, it's not only about the singing, but it's also about feeling the lyrics, combining with our walking. So with all the songs that we sing, we will see some the lyrics posted on our chat box, so you can follow the lyrics there. At the same time, some songs we will have some gestures on our hands, so you can follow our sisters by doing the gestures together. And the first song that we will sing together is breathing in, breathing out. And when we sing that, you also can feel your breathing and yeah, just enjoy our presence and breathing together. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am blooming as a flower. I am fresh as the dew. I am solid as a mountain. I am firm as the earth. I am free. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. I am water reflecting what is real, what is true. And I feel there is space deep inside of me. I am free, I am free, I am free. So the next song we can sing together is I have arrived, I am home. I have arrived, I am home. In the here and in the now. I have arrived, I am home. In the here and in the now. I am solid, I am free. I am solid, I am free. In the ultimate I dwell. In the ultimate I dwell. I have arrived, I am home. In the here and never ride. I am home in the here and in the now. I am solid. I am free. I am solid. I am free. In the ultimate I dwell. In the ultimate I dwell. And the next song we can sing is Island of the Self. And maybe you might see in the screen that on our background today is really, really cold and frosty in New Hamlet, but it's also very beautiful. And so maybe you can also look outside your window if you're at home, see what is beautiful around you in nature. And as we sing this song, we can also get in touch with all these beauties around us. Breathing in, I go back to the island within myself. There are beautiful trees within the island. There are clear streams of water. There are birds, sunshine, and fresh air. Breathing out, I feel safe. I enjoy going back to my island. Breathing in, I go back to the island within myself. There are beautiful trees within the island. There are clear streams of water. There are birds, sunshine, and fresh air. Breathing out, I feel safe. I enjoy going back to my island. So maybe we have a last song to sing before we go for walking meditation, and the song is Walking Meditation Gatha. And this song really will help us to bring our mind back to the present moment with our steps. The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this lovely path I walk in peace. With each step, a gentle breeze blows. With each step, a flower blooms. The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this lovely path I walk in peace. With each step, a gentle breeze blows. With each step, a flower blooms. So please enjoy your walk today. Thank you.